Coming to you from Annapolis, Maryland, home of the U.S. Naval Academy, the sailing capital of the world, home of the world's largest crab feast, and 4 signers of the Declaration of Independence. This is the Eye on Annapolis Daily News Brief, a daily roundup of local news that you can use, including local sports, local events, local opinion, and local weather from DMV Weather. Now here's your host, publisher of Eye on Annapolis, John Frenaye.
Hello, it is Tuesday, November 28th, and this is John Frenaye, and welcome to your Eye on Annapolis Daily News Brief. In a surprise announcement, HACA Board member Chip Dordan has resigned from the board effective 2 weeks ago. It followed a 21-month tenure, several of which where he was named as chairman of the HACA Board. Of his resignation, Dordan said, "I went into it 100%, 1,000% to try to make a difference. I think what happened in the end is I no longer felt comfortable that I was being effective as a board member, and if I can't make a difference, there's no need to be there." Navy football released the Army-Navy game uniforms today, and boy, they're off the charts cool. This year's uniform is a tribute to the Blue Angels, and it is unlike anything that we've ever seen before. Naval Academy Director of Athletics Chet Gladchuk said, "Although the uniform departs from our customary characteristics, this is a tribute to the Blue Angels, reflects the enthusiastic pride, appreciation we have for the Navy's premier flying team and the motivation they convey to Navy football and the fleet at large. The masterminds at Under Armour are always thinking of ways to inspire our troops while still reflecting a deep appreciation for a naval history that is so ingrained in our game day traditions." The design details will include a U.S. flag on the left sleeve, which will match the flight suits that the squadron wear in the cockpit. The number font is inspired by the numbers on the tail of the FA-18 Hornet aircraft. Blue Angel insignia on the right sleeve. This is the same design as in the FA-18 Hornet. The color of the uniforms are an exact match to the Blue Angel's flight suit. Striped dimensions on the pants are an exact match to the flight suit as well. The Army-Navy game will be played at Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia on December 9th at 3 p.m. Will be aired on CBS, but you can make sure that you follow it here at Eye on Annapolis. Make sure you're following our Twitter account, too, at Eye on Annapolis. The School Board Appointment Committee of Anne Arundel County has punted again. Last night, they decided to not appoint either of the 2 candidates who applied for the vacant seat for the District 32 position on the Board of Education. District 32 is sort of Western County, Linthicum, Fort Meade area, and everything else. Neither Foster Driver of Glen Burnie nor Sherry Lynn Thornton Corner of Severn could gain the 8 votes needed for the appointment. After 5 rounds of voting, the commission moved to suspend voting and to resolicit applications. They will be reopening the application process, so if anybody is interested in having a seat on the Board of Education and you live out in District 32, which is State Senate District 32, you have another chance. Over the holidays, I've had the chance to be at BWI Airport a few times, and their idea of moving all traffic to the upper level didn't seem to be working out. The 3 times I have been has seen just an absolute snarl of traffic. And last night, it got a little bit worse as authorities discovered an unattended package near the JetBlue counter. The upper level of the airport was closed at about 5:20, and it took 2 hours for the bomb squad to investigate and clear them, and traffic began flowing again smoothly at about 9 p.m. Last night, the Ravens defeated the Texans' 20th potential playoff spot. That's about it for the news. Hang tight. We've got George Young with DMV Weather coming right up with your local weather forecast.
This is Maryland. The weather can be nearly unpredictable. We've got George Young from DMV Weather in Annapolis to sort it all out.
Hey everyone, this is George from DMV Weather. Here's your Annapolis forecast for Tuesday, November 28th. We had a great day outside yesterday, despite a little more than expected breeziness throughout the day. But we are looking at more above average temps today and tomorrow, before a cool down to more normal temps Thursday and Friday. For today specifically, we forecasted a target high temp of 60 degrees for both downtown Annapolis and BWI Airport on southerly winds of about 5 to 10 miles per hour. And with lows in the 40s tonight and mid-30s to low 40s tomorrow night, it'll feel more like early to mid-October than the end of November before a cold front will drop our temps across the Annapolis region back down into the 50 to 55 degree range for high temps at week's end. So continue to enjoy this sunny, dry, and very pleasant weather outside, as it looks like it'll continue to be in our mix all the way through the weekend, if not early next week, even if highs will settle into more seasonal readings of upper 40s and lower 50s each day from Friday to at least Monday. Okay, that's it for us today. Get our free weather app from the Apple App Store or Google Play Store by searching for DCMDVA Weather, and follow us 24/7, 365 on our website at dmvweather.com or on social media via Twitter or Facebook for all of the latest weather updates, forecasts, analyses, and weather content for the Annapolis region. This is George Young of DMV Weather with your Annapolis forecast. Remember, whatever the weather outside, have fun and be safe.
Hey there, this is John Fernay, and the Eye on Annapolis Daily News Brief is sponsored by, well, it could be you. Podcasting is a growing trend, and since launching on September 1st, we have more than 10,000 downloads of this podcast, plus thousands of listens on Facebook, Twitter, and YouTube. In addition to our Facebook page, All Annapolis, and our Twitter account, we distribute the Daily News Brief to Apple Podcasts, which used to be called iTunes, Google Play, Stitcher, iHeartRadio, and the TuneIn app that can be played on your Amazon Echo or Google Home device. We focus on local news, local weather, local events, and local sports, including high school and college. So our audience is pretty tightly targeted to the greater Annapolis area. And if you own or manage a local business, you're a likely customer. Intrigued? Well, here's something to think about. Your company could be featured on this daily podcast for less than $20 a day. Interested? Shoot me an email and let's talk. My email address is john@eyeonannapolis.net, and that's EYEONANNAPOLIS, but you already knew that, .net. Let's get together and see what we can make happen.
Thanks for listening to the Eye on Annapolis Daily News Brief. If you like what you heard, make sure to tell your friends and colleagues about it. And also tell them about our website, eyeonannapolis.net, where you can find much more. Be sure to check out our other weekly podcast, The Maryland Crabs. This podcast comes to you every Monday through Friday at noon. Thanks for listening, and we'll see you next time.